Hannan Classic is sponsored by the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, doing wonderful work in our high schools throughout the metropolitan area, the state, and the country. And the gentleman that originated the idea and is responsible for making this happen is here to say a couple of words. Please give a warm welcome to FCA New Orleans Executive Director, Dr. Benny Jones. Benny?
I know it doesn't matter, but to be perfectly correct, it was Rich Easton over at Adams and Reese who came to JT and I and said, hey, let's get this thing started. So Rich is still around and he's still doing some work, but I just want to make the clarify on that. I just want to tell you how thankful I am for all the teams that are involved in this. I know it takes some time and effort to coordinate things, get fields, get officials, do all that kind of stuff. But I just want to tell you how thankful I am for the schools and the cooperation that I have from them. We've been doing it, well, we started this back in the late 2000s, and because of Katrina, it sort of went by the wayside. But a couple of years ago, we got back together and said, you know what, this is good for the city, it's good for the football teams, and it's good to be reminded of Archbishop Hannan and all the good things he did for the city. So I appreciate all your help, I appreciate the coaches, ADs, principals being here this morning, and hope you guys have great games. Thank you.
Thank you, Benny. He is the great nephew of late Archbishop Philip Hannan and is the chairman of the Archbishop Hannan Community Appeal, serves as lead organizer and coordinator for the Bayou District Foundation, deals with public policy and governmental affairs. He's worked with the 4Kids Foundation and the Zurich Classic, New Orleans Police Department, PCAB Committee, the Metropolitan Crime Commission, Mayor's Manager's Housing Task Force, and with House Majority Whip Steve Scalise and at Loyola, among other things. He's a busy man and has done great work in our community. Please give a warm quarterback club welcome to JT Hannan. JT?
Thank you. Also got 2 babies in diapers, so that's the main thing. But I just wanted to really kind of echo what Benny said and thank the schools that participate in this every year. I went to a Catholic school, and obviously Archbishop Hannan had an incredible effect and an impact on the New Orleans area, and I think this is a great vehicle to kind of remember the things that he really stood for. One, that charity is the bond of perfection, that what we give back to our fellow man is much more important than kind of the other things that we do in life. That 2, integrity is a key part of both Catholic education and sportsmanship. And then 3, that that it's a competition and it's fun and it's meant to be a community building exercise. And I think that all the schools that participate and have participated over the years really exemplify that. So I'm really hoping for some great games this weekend. We've had some incredible athletes come through the Classic last 2 years, 3 years. Tanner Lee, Leonard Fournette, Salle last year. So I'm really looking forward to the games this weekend. So with that, I thank you all for coming and participating in this year's Hannan Classic.
Thanks, JT. Great to keep the Hannan name alive and well represented in this community. Of course, the games, we have 4 games that are going to take place as part of the Archbishop Hannan Classic. First up, it's in a District 11 3A battle. St. Charles Catholic 7th and our SportsNola.com 3A top 10 battling our 10th ranked team, De La Salle, at Pan American Stadium. And first up, he's in his 16th year at St. Charles Catholic High School with a great record of 137 wins and 52 losses. He's won multiple state championships at different schools, including the 3A state title with the Comets in 2011. Please give a warm quarterback club welcome to Coach Frank Monica of the St. Charles Catholic Comets.
Thank you very much, Kenny. I'm honored just to be here with all these. You got some real coaches down there. Thank you for inviting me and having me there tonight. I know there are a lot of things that I don't understand in life, But I don't understand why they call a hamburger hamburger. There's no ham in it. I don't understand why they sell hot dogs in packs of 8 and buns in packs of 12. And like Lou Holt said, I never could understand why kamikaze pilots wear a helmet. And there's a lot of things that I have the same question with our football team. I need to have a psychiatric help. I need to call on Dr. Phil for some of my guys, Dr. Oz for their physical ailments, and in the movie, I think that the director had my team in mind, The Wizard of Oz. Some of them don't have any brains, some of them have any courage, and some of them have any heart. So it's up to me to get all that together. But I do have some real good kids, and they're academic kids, and they're fun to deal with. As I tell them all the time, we have a lot of drama. We have a reality show. We need to learn how to close the deal. 2 losses we've had this past season, one was the East Ascension. We had the ball in the 4th quarter, and we were losing 42-35, and we didn't score. The other night, we had an opportunity, 27-21. We had the ball with 4 minutes to go, and we didn't score again. So we need to learn how to close the deal. We're still a relatively young team. You know, some of my guys at halftime still like to play with Legos, so we got to get them to grow up just a little bit. But we do have a lot of fun. We try to play hard. We got to play in Salle this week. That's a very talented team. Coach Manale has done a phenomenal job of resurrecting that program, and just an outstanding coach and players. Just a couple of things about my football team. We're not really big. We're not really fast, and we just have to tackle better. And that's something that hadn't gone out of style. And blocking and tackling is still in vogue, especially without programming. And we just try to get them and put them in position and bless their heart. And sometimes they can't tackle me. And so it's we do tackling drills every day, but it doesn't show like it showed up and something like that. But I just want to kind of leave you with one little thing. You got a lot of guys that you want to hear that have a lot more to say than I do, and it's for everybody. Just a commercial. We need to learn to keep football strong. There are a lot of people that are picking at our sport, and with the rules in the LHSAA, every time there's a rule, the rule is always against football or something dealing with football. And not only that, I think that with the help of the media and the things out there, the medical profession, they're just picking on it, and they're running more and more kids away from the sport. If I had my way, every kid would have to play football. They'd have to play it because of the value system, more importantly, the structure that it gives them. And I think it's important that we teach them a value system with that, so they can learn a little bit more. There's nothing like a kid riding back on a bus with his teammates. They need to learn that somewhere. And so, I ask you all to help me in promoting this thing to keep football strong. I'm on the, like I said, I'm not on the 18th hole yet in my career, but I can see the clubhouse. So I'm going to ask all you young guys to make sure that you keep this thing strong and keep football first in our lives. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Frank, and St. Charles Catholic, as mentioned, taking on a very good football team in Salle. He's in his 3rd year as the head coach of the Cavaliers, with a record of 16-9 after serving as an assistant at Rummel. Salle has put together a 4-game winning streak, and they beat McMain 35-6 this past Friday night. Please give a warm quarterback club welcome to Coach Ryan Manale of the Salle Cavaliers. Right?
Thank you, Ken. I just want to say it's an honor to represent De La Salle. It's an honor for De La Salle High School to play in this class that you do every year. It's tremendous for the kids. With that being said, we're a 5-1 football team. Our only loss was to St. Michael's on the road, a good 4A club that's undefeated right now. And we know we're going in the right direction as a whole program, as a whole school, and we're getting closer. We do know we have St. Charles Catholic this Friday night. There'll be 2 top 10 teams in the state of Louisiana in 3A. There's no doubt there's going to be a lot of excitement about that game. We're excited to be in it. I'm excited, and my kids don't want to hear this, but I'm excited because I know whatever that outcome is on Friday night, because I know we step it up in class a little bit, our program is going to develop and get better from that game Friday night. For playing against a Coach Monica coach team with that staff and the type of kids that he has and the character that they play with is just tremendous. If you've never seen St. Charles Catholic play in person, they'll be at Pan American on Friday night, and what Coach Monica does with them guys, the discipline on the sidelines, the character the kids play with, every year they have nice players, but even if you don't have much character, they're in every game. This year they do have some talent, and he's doing a phenomenal job with them. And like he said, he had 2 tough losses. The game last week against John Curtis, and he had him right there. So they definitely a talented team. We have some good young talent. We're hoping we can have it and make it an exciting game on Friday night at Pan American at 7 o'clock. And we're just honored to be in this class. Thank you.
Thank you, Ryan. Appreciate that. It's at Pan American Stadium, I should have mentioned. That is coming up on Friday night. Look forward to that. Also Friday night, Holy Cross will battle our 7th-ranked SportsNoah.com team in the state, Brother Martin. That's at Tag Gormley Stadium, and it's going to be an excellent game. He's in his 6th year as the head coach of the Crusaders with a record of 34-25. And, of course, they beat St. Augustine 41-29 this past Saturday. Please give a warm quarterback club welcome to Coach Mark Bonis of the Brother Martin Crusaders. Mark?
Everybody knows me very well. It's probably my least favorite thing to do, come in front of people and speak. As a matter of fact, first time as a head coach, I was a head track coach at Shaw High School. And my head coach at the time, the head football coach was Scott Bairnsfather. And I had a sheet planned out with everything I was saying, the laughs included and all. He told me, you have got to be out of your mind. I still do it today. So he can sit here and maul me all he wants, but that's just how I am. But Mr. Trent, thank you for having me here today. Let me first start by saying that I'm humbled to be here today, being part of an event that honors the works of such a great man and leader for our city, okay, as well as our country, and Archbishop Hannan. I'm also very blessed and grateful to be here representing Brother Martin football program with the leaders and coaches of the 5-member coaches of our league as well as the other coaches in the other league. Kind of to respond or to kind of piggyback on what you had to say, Coach Monica. These guys, each of these men have a long list of achievements in their career. Okay, but most importantly, they have served as great role models for their players and peers in this profession. And personally speaking, one person's not here, but I can personally say that 3 of those men, Coach Bairnsfather, Coach Roth, as well as Coach Songe, who's not here, have directly affected me in my life. As well as my coaching career. So thank you guys for that. I do appreciate it. Also, I'd like to congratulate all the coaches within the Catholic League prior to the start of district play, 25-4. So that's outstanding. Congratulations to all of you guys. So the good news is that that's evidence that the Catholic League is back. The bad news is that the Catholic League is back strong as ever. So that's the bad news for us. For us, for our program, I'm very excited for our guys. We've had 2 subpar seasons up to this point. Okay, but our players, I'm real proud of our players. They've stayed the course. They believe in what we call in our process, and they've excelled thus far this season. The big question that I've gotten so far this year, what's the main difference from this year and the last couple of years? I don't want to give away any of our secrets, but I also don't want Mr. Trahan mad at me, so I guess I will anyway. But no, seriously, it's really been our players' relentless pursuit for excellence. They've really worked our butts off. They've stayed the course. The senior classes prior to this class have laid a solid foundation of expectations for work ethic. That's very important. This 2014 team has continued to build upward from that foundation. Our seniors now have proved to be great leaders, and our young athletes have matured and raised their level of play. But most importantly, our teams exhibit the passion to compete, what I think is the most important, on the practice field. And that's been a big difference for us this year. Therefore, I'm very proud of their efforts up to this point. I'm looking forward to watching them mature and grow for the rest of the season. And I also would like to wish you guys the best of luck the rest of the year. Stay healthy, and we'll see one another in the playoffs. But thank y'all very much.
Thank you, Mark. And as mentioned, Brother Mark will be taking on their Gentilly neighbor, the Holy Cross Tigers, coming up at 7 p.m. Friday night at Tag Gormley. And in his first year as the head coach at Holy Cross, having richly deserved the opportunity after serving as an assistant for over a decade at the outstanding institution. He's here today to speak on behalf of Holy Cross. Please give a warm welcome to Tigers head coach Eric Rebaudo. Eric, come on up.
And thank you for the opportunity to talk today. Coming off a real tough loss, coaches sometimes believe in omens or bad vibes of the week. And about a week ago, my middle child was learning about birds in school and comes home and says, tells my wife, I want a blue jay. That was one of those things that kind of got off to a bad start that week, and it followed all the way through Friday. We had a rough night. We got a young ball club. You know, it showed Friday night. I think, you know, some mistakes led into other mistakes. Had a few injuries along the way that just, you know, kind of snowballed the other day. Learning experience. All we're going to do is dust ourselves off, come back again. You can't pout about anything. We have a very good opponent this week in Brother Martin. Very, very good team. Coach Bonis has done a great job getting those guys in a great position this year. We're just trying to, again, continue to be a better team with all these new guys we have on the field. It's just really about week to week, just trying to get a little bit better each week in what we do. You know, we believe in our system. We think we're getting better. Till last week, we think we're getting better, and hopefully we can just get right back on the field and do what we got to do. We're looking forward to the rest of the year. You know, again, we know it's a big challenge week in and week out in the Catholic League, and we take some things, we watch the film, we try to get better, and as a program to go in the right direction. Again, I thank y'all for being here. Thank you.
Thanks, Eric. Again, Holy Cross, Brother Martin, 7 p.m. Tangorley, Friday night. Then it takes us to a couple of Saturday games. On Saturday at 2 p.m., Archbishop Shaw plays host to Jesuit at Hospital Stadium. And he's in his 14th year as the head coach at Archbishop Shaw, having previously coached at Holy Cross. And he's taken his alma mater to 3 state championships and done an outstanding job. Please give a warm welcome to Coach Scott Bairnsfather of the Shaw Eagles. Scott?
Check the back on that.
Thank you, Benny. I have a list of very good West Bank places just like this that you all can come to the West Bank. I'm giving Benny a list of about 5 because Tom and I left this morning at about 10:15 and still barely made it here for lunch from the West Bank. And remember, he's coming from Chalmette first, so it's a really tough deal for us. And secondly, I noticed Mark Saunders not here. Was it too far for him to come from Jesuit to the camp? I came all the way from, he could have walked here. Right? So Benny, La Maison Creole, 4th Street, Harvey. It's truly an honor to be here. We love playing in this game. You know, as Mark says, Catholic League's really got off to a tremendous start. There was 6 really happy coaches and ball clubs before this past weekend. Now 3 of us coaches are here for the free meal, and the other ones are still happy. So that's kind of where we're at right now. There was on my sidelines at the end of the game this past week. You know, I walked off, and obviously my kids were, you know, what they were after getting beat by Rummel. And, you know, I walked over to a guy because, you know, we had 95 guys get hurt in the game against Rummel. And there was one person smiling, which was our doctor from Tulane Sports Medicine, that said, Monday, my calendar's full. I got appointments all day. Y'all guys. I said, well, that's good. You know, let's see if we had any of them for practice on Monday afternoon. So this week, you know, looking forward to playing Jesuit. Is this count as a forfeit because Sanji's not here? If so, I will take it. Watched Jesuit play this past weekend, you know, on film. They're really good, really big kids, really well coached. And we're all very happy, you know, all kidding aside, that, you know, when I was actually on vacation when Mark got the job and Kenny called me for the interview, and I told him, you know, Mark's been out long enough. He stayed around the game a long time, but we're all very happy that he's back in. It's good for kids, it's good for Jesuit, and it's good for the Catholic League. I wish everybody a tremendous rest of the season for all of us. Hopefully we stay injury-free. I know we beat each other up a little bit. I know y'all beat me up more than I'll beat y'all, because remember, I'm a very small school in Marrero, Louisiana. Just happy to be able to get on a bus and go to the games. I hope everybody stays healthy. I hope we head into the playoffs with some momentum, and I know it's going to be a great year for all our Catholic schools, and you know, enjoy the rest of the year. Thank you.
Scott Bairnsfather will be appearing at Joe's Comedy Shop in Marrero, so he doesn't have to go far. And that's this Saturday afternoon at 2. He's skipping the game. He's going to be at the comedy shop. It's good to have Scott here. Of course, the other game that's being played, the final game of the Hannan Classic, is at 2:30 p.m. Saturday afternoon at Tag Gormley Stadium. Traditional power St. Augustine, play host to unbeaten and top-ranked Rummel. And that game will be live on WGSO 990 AM and at WGSO.com. He's in his third year at St. Augustine, record of 21-8. He won 3 state championships at Fort Sulphur and South Plaquemine combined in the semifinals a year ago in Division I. Please give a warm welcome to St. Augustine head coach Cyril Crutchfield. Cyril?
On behalf of St. Augustine, it's an honor and a privilege to be here. Dr. Jones, we appreciate being a participant. We're a 3-2 ball club, and we kind of don't know what. We thought we was going in a good direction until Brother Martin took us to the woodshed last week, and so I think with all the new guys that we have to be able to play one game and put the other game behind us and then move forward. Because if not, in the Catholic League, if you don't forget that last game, then you're going to, awesome. Exactly. Looking at Rummel, Coach Roth has done a tremendous job, so we're going to have our work cut out for us, but we just got to continue to improve. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach. Again, that's Saturday at 2:30. Of course, their opponent, Rummel, and the head coach in his 20th season, the dean of coaches in the league, record of 190 wins and 47 losses, and guided the Raiders to 3 state championship games already, including winning the last 2 state championships. Rummel, a winner over Shaw this past weekend to open their Catholic League season. Please give a warm quarterback club welcome to Coach Jay Roth of the Rummel Raiders.
Again, JT and Dr. Jones, thank you very much for sponsoring it. When I was invited to the quarterback club, I thought the Archbishop Hannan Classic was the first big edition. And then we have De La Salle and St. Charles join us and more teams. It was very nice that y'all doing this for the Catholic schools and the private schools. Thank you very much. Just a week ago, in the top 10 of the state of Louisiana, they had, I believe, 4 Catholic League schools in the top 10. And 2 other schools were both 4-1 at the time. So it speaks highly of the competition and the coaching and the type of football played in the Catholic League. And it is a shame the last couple of weeks that we just beat each other up. Certain people are not going to stay in the top 10 anymore because we just keep on knocking each other out. As Coach Bowden always says, he calls things the SEC West, and that's pretty much what it is. So this Saturday we play St. Aug, and I know St. Aug, I went and saw him play 2 weeks ago, and I know that was, like he said, they were probably thinking about too much of what they accomplished the week before, going to the Brother Martin game. But, Brother Martin played a great game, executed very well, and then we're catching St. Aug coming off a loss, and that can't be too good. I know I'm worried about that with Coach Crutchfield. Coaching in the Catholic League, I've had the privilege of working or teaching or coaching 5 out of the 6 coaches, and that's what makes this league so special, is that all the rivalries are healthy and respectful. That's one thing I can honestly say. Whether somebody beats us or we beat them, after every game, the players respect each other, the coaches respect each other, and we enjoy competing against each other. Cyril was from the North Shore. He played at Covington, but we consider him one of ours already. And we know what he can do because we saw him do it. He's got 3 state championship trophies under his belt, so we know what he's capable of doing. And that's the best thing about this league, is that you ask any player who plays for these coaches how much they respect the coaches that coach them. And the league's very happy to have the quality of coaches in it. So, again, Dr. Jones and JT, thank you all very much. We look forward to this weekend. Thank you.
Thank you, Jay. Again, that's 2:30 Saturday, St. Augustine and Rummel at Tag Gormley Stadium. Turning our attention to college football now, but not getting too far away from high schools, because that theme is going to resonate with our